Okay. So standing, have the feet about hip width apart and just bend the knees. Make sure the knees are tracking forwards of the big toe, and then push down into the feet. Stand nice and tall. Imagine someone's lifting a piece of hair from the very crown of the head. Use that lift to just lengthen more through the spine. Pull the shoulders back so they're not at all rounding forwards. Draw the navel in. Pull in the lower abdominals. So especially if you're wearing quite high-waisted yoga trousers, or you're wearing slim-fitting yoga trousers, then think about pulling the navel and the lower abdominals in, away from the waistband of your trousers. So we're trying to make sure that we don't push against the waistband, but instead we pull away. So we draw in. And then just breathe here. Inhale, feel the chest rise. Exhale, feel the shoulders soften. Inhale, chest rise. Exhale, shoulders soften. And then not just the rise in the shoulders, but feel the outward expansion in the rib cage. Exhale, let it go. 3 more. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Now try and keep the spine tall. Try not to sway around too much in the back. Bring the hands to prayer heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Keep the navel drawing in. Keep the back nice and straight. Exhale, big circle out to the side. Sweep the arms all the way down and around. Inhale, back to prayer. Reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, big rotation. Take it out and around. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, out and around. Inhale, lift up. On this next one, you're going to leave the arms down by the side, so stretch them out round, down by the side, fingertips reaching to the ground, and then bring the chin into the chest. Curl down through the spine. So I want you to think about keeping the upper body nice and close to the rest of the body, so try not to lean too far forwards as you round down. Come in nice and close. Upper body to lower body. Relax at the bottom of that fold. Push into the feet. Tuck the tailbone under. Draw the waist in and curl back up. So see how close you can keep the chest to the thighs. Chin into the chest. And then slowly roll up. Hands into prayer. Inhale, reach. And we'll do 2 more like that. So exhale, arms down by the side. When they get to your side, fingers reach for the floor, chin into chest, curl down through the back. So space through the shoulders, middle back, lower back, lengthening into the backs of the legs. Reach maybe a little further. Waist draws in, tailbone travels long. As you send the tailbone down, you should feel the glutes engage. Push into the heels. Round up through the spine, hands to prayer heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take the arms out to the side. This will be our last one. So arms down by the side, chin into chest, rounding down, taking it towards the ground, stretching, lengthening, relaxing through the upper body. And then finally rolling back up, navel in, glutes on as you send the tailbone under, waist pulls in, round up, hands to the sky, reach the arms up, keep the arms up, interlace the fingers, just take another big inhale, reach tall, exhale, side bend to the right, inhale, reach tall, exhale, side bend to the left, inhale, reach tall. Stay tall, reaching the arms up, pull the lower ribs in, pull the navel to spine, and then rise up to your tiptoes. Exhale, slowly lower the heels. 3 more, inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. So try not to lean forward or lean back, reach directly up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Stay up on this one, stay on the toes. Now slight bend into the knees, staying on the toes. And then rise back up. Rest the heels to the floor. Inhale to tiptoes. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend the knees, go a little deeper. Inhale, rise. Exhale, rest the heels. Last one. Inhale, rise. Exhale, bend in the knees. We'll hold it for 3. Pull navel to spine, 2. And 1. Rise back up. Rest the heels. Take the arms down. Interlace behind the back. Pull the hands away. Lift the chest forwards. Just open the chest. Squeeze the glutes. Move the hips forwards. Pull the shoulders back and down. And then bring the hands to the hips. Bend into the knees a little. So just softness into the knees and the hips. Stay strong in the right leg. Point the left toes back behind you. So point them away. Squeeze the left glute. Keep the body slightly tilting forwards. Balancing on the right leg. Lift the left leg. Toes to tap. Lift. Toes to tap. So as you lift, find engagement in the glutes. And lower. Lift. And lower. For 5. Lower. 4. Lower. 3. Lower. 2. Lower. 1. Hold it there. Reach the arms out. Bend the knee. Extend the leg. Bend the knee. Extend the leg. Bend. Extend. Bend. As you extend, find that length. Squeeze the glutes for 5. Reach. 4. Reach. 3. Reach. 2. Reach. 1. Reach. Now rise to standing. Pull the knee to chest and elbows down. And reach away. You're going to pull, maybe not. You're going to pull in and then extend away. Pull in, knee to chest and extend away. Go for 5. Extend. 4. Extend. 3. Extend. 2. Extend. And 1. Extend. Bring the hands to hips. Rise to standing and take your left leg out to the side. So toes point to the side. So you'll be a little bit over to the right, but just try and correct it slightly so you're not totally dumping over to that side. And then you're just going to lift the leg to the side, lower down, lift and lower, lift and lower. So there is a bit of work in the outside of the left hip, but where you'll really feel it is the standing right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place the legs together. Reach up to the sky, interlace the fingers. Side bend to the left. Open that right side. And come back to center. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Hands to the hips. Slightly tilt forwards. Pull the waist in. Extend the right leg back. So strength through the left leg. Working the right glute. Lift the right leg. And lower. Lift. And lower. So the squeeze is the back of the right hip. And when we lower, it's only a tiny touch of the toes. We're not dropping the foot down. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it there. Arms reach out. Bend the knee. Extend. Bend. Extend. So just more working to the hamstring. Keeping a slight bend in that left leg. Strengthening around the left hip. 3. Reach. 2. reach. 1, keep that extension out. Rise to standing, pull the knee to the chest. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And in, out, and in. Hands to hips. Take your right leg out to the side. Point the toes. Correct yourself a little if you're leaning too far left. Right toes out and down. Out and down. I always find it harder on the second side because you've already worked to that right leg. So if you feel the same, you're not on your own. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together. Shake it out. Arms to the sky. Inhale. Reach up, side bend to the right. And come back to center. Bring it down to the floor. So just rest your knees. Point the toes back. Have a seat. Hands on the lap. Palms face up. Just take a moment to steady the breath. Pull the shoulders down. Lift through the chest. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And out. One more breath. Exhale. Take the left arm out to the side, reach the right arm up, and just side bend, stretch over to the left. Open out that right side of the chest, right side of the rib cage. And come back to center, swap over, right arm down, left arm, stretch up and out to that left side. Open through the waist, rib cage, shoulder, and then come back. Lean forwards to your hands, cross the feet behind, take a seat. So you have feet to the top of the mat, about hip width apart, and just your toes touch the floor. So don't rest the whole feet, just the toes. Reach the arms out, belly in, start to curl through the lower back. Coming down with the sacrum to the lower back, finding your biting point. So holding it where you feel tension in the abdominals and where you can hold. You could come back up. You're not rolling all the way down. You've got balance there. And then extend your right leg, pointing the right toe. So still holding that big C shape through the spine. Point your right toes away, but not all the way to the floor. Lift the right leg back up. Point down. And lift up. Point down. And lift up. 4, 5. Lift. Belly in. 4. Lift. Arms long. 3. Lift. 2. Lift. 1. Lift. Now keep it lifted. Roll all the way down. Reach the right leg up to the sky. Hold behind the right leg and just pull that right thigh in. Just stretch the right hamstring. Left foot can be planted on the floor. Bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. Thread behind the left thigh. Pull in. Open out around that right hip. And then place the left foot back down. So left foot is flat. Right leg points and extends out. Hold the back of the head. So just interlace the hands around the back of the head. And then we're going to curl up through the head, neck, and the shoulders. Twist to the right, left elbow to meet the right knee. Extend back out. Open the chest. Curl up and twist to the right. Extend back. And point the right toes away. So curl in and twist. Extend out and back. Curl in and twist. extend out and back. We'll go for 3. Open the chest, point the toes for 2. Open the chest, point the toes, and 1. Hold it for 5. Push elbow to knee, 4, 3, 2, 1. Point the right toes into space. Reach the arms up, point towards the toes. Curl up in the seat, pull the belly in, reach, reach, reach. Arms stretch away, swap over. Point the right toes to the floor. Stretch the left leg out. So just the toes on the right side. Keeping that big curl shape through the spine. Pull the belly in. Point the toes and lift the leg. Point the toes and lift. Point and lift. As you're stretching that left leg, make sure you really reach as far as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then bring it up, hold, roll all the way down. Right foot to the floor, interlace behind the left leg. Pull that left thigh in. Open the back of the leg. Left ankle, right knee, thread through. Interlace behind the right thigh. Pull that knee in. Just really opening around the hips. And then we're going to twist to the left. So place your right foot down. Point the left leg into space. So always trying to lengthen as much as possible. Interlace behind the back of the head. I'm going to start curling up, lifting, twisting to the left. Left knee, right elbow. Inhale, open the chest, extend the legs away. Exhale, bring in and twist. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, bring in and twist. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, in and twist. Go for 3. And twist. 2. And twist. Last one, reach, reach, reach. And then we're going to come in and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend your left leg out. Reach the arms up, pull the belly in, push the lower back to the floor, curl all the way up. Place the foot down, give the knees a hug in, and then both toes, reach the arms out, roll all the way back down. So slow roll down, tailbone, lower back, middle back, shoulders, upper back. Place the feet about hip width apart. Push the arms down by the side. Wriggle the shoulder blades a little bit closer together so you're nice and open across the collarbones. Tuck the tailbone under, and as slowly as you were rolling down the spine, I'm going to roll the hips up, then the lower back, then the middle back, until you come up towards the shoulders and the upper back. Just take your hands to the hips. Send your tailbone longer. So those 2 bony prominences at the front of the hips, they're going to almost come back, tuck in. Pull the navel to the spine. Lifting the front of the hips. Sending the tailbone down, pushing into the big toe. Feeling the hamstrings and the glutes engage. And then super slow, rolling down through the spine. Keep the tailbone lengthening. I want us to really think about lengthening the lower back, finding the ground, relaxing the hips. And this time we'll use the arms at the same time. So turn the tailbone up, roll up, reach the arms to the sky, lift all the way up, take the arms over, and then once the arms are over, rise up onto the tiptoes. It's going to hold it there for 5. Squeeze the glutes, 4, lift, 3, 2, 1, roll it down, stay on the tiptoes, bring the arms down at the same time. Carefully, slowly, lowering to the ground, relaxing the hips, relaxing the feet. And we'll do that twice more. So tailbone curls, arms reach up, pushing down. Start with pushing into the whole foot, big toe, heel, and then once the arms come over, rising to toes, tailbone long, navel in, glutes working, hamstrings working, maybe legs shaking a little. Roll it back down. Slowly roll it down, arms, spine at the same time until we lengthen all the way to the ground. Relax the heels. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Last one. Lift the tailbone, lift the arms, roll up through the spine, squeeze through the glutes, arms overhead, chest open, belly button in, rising to tiptoes, holding for 5, squeeze 4 and 3, 2, 1, roll down, slowly, 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 bringing the arms down by the side, and then resting the heels, bring the knees into the chest, and then take the knees out to the side, soles of the feet to the sky. Just find happy baby, so just give that a bit of a release and a wriggle around. Stretching out through the backs of the hips and the hamstrings. Maybe kick the legs a little straighter. And then bring the legs together. Arms come down by the side. Lower abdominals pull in. So we keep the lower abdominals secure to the floor. Turn the toes out, heels still to touch. And I want you to find a squeeze through the glutes. So as you externally rotate the thighs, as you turn the toes out, try and find some engagement into the glutes. We're going to lower the legs not too far, just until you feel tension in the abdominals, and then bring it back up. Slowly lower the legs away. Squeeze the heels together. Pinch the heels together and bring it back. And take it away and bring it back. Now at the same time, curl the head, neck and the shoulders up. Reach the fingers to the bottom of the mat. Extend your legs away. Squeezing the heels, bring it back up. Last 2. Take the legs away. Squeezing the heels. Bring it back up. Final 1. Take it away. Bring it back up, feet back to normal. So big toes together, ankles together, still reaching up, stretching the fingers to the bottom of the mat, point the toes, right leg down but hover, and back in. Left leg down, hover, bring it back in for 8, in, 7, in, lift more, 6, in, lengthen the leg, 5, in, navel to spine, 4, in, 3, in, 2, in, and last 1, in, knees to chest, gentle shift, side to side, release, rock it out, and then just cross the shins, rock all the way up, come over and just stretch back into a downward facing dog. So just adjust your feet, take them to the back of the mat, stretch the hips up to the ceiling, push down into the arms, open through the shoulders and the chest, roll forwards, let the knees come to the floor. Just let the hips come forwards, point the toes. Nice big upward facing stretch through the front of the body. Open through the chest, pull the shoulders down. And then stretch back into a child's pose. Open out the lower back. Stretch the hips back. And then push to the hands. Come to all fours. Toes still pointing away, so toes pointing back. Belly button in. Lift just the knees off the floor. So scoop in those lower abdominals and rest the knees. Lift and rest. Lift and rest. Pull in through the waist and rest, like you're trying to draw that thigh bone up in towards the hip socket. 3, rest. 2, rest. 1, hold. Belly in, curl through the upper back. Exaggerate that inward pull through the waist. And then rest the knees. Rise to standing, or rise just to knees, sorry. Hands on hips. Take the right foot forwards. Stretch into that left hip. Right arm rests on the right thigh. Left arm comes up and over. Big stretch and open there. Through the chest, through the side of the waist, into that left hip. And come back. Switch. Right knee back. Left leg forwards. Move into the right hip just to start with. And then left arm. Right arm up and over. Stretch out that side. And come back. Step the left knee back. Lie down onto your front. So just come all the way down. Hands under shoulders. Toes point back. Legs zip together. So you've got one really strong connected leg. And then you're going to lift the leg off the floor. Finding a squeeze in the glute. Hands are still down for the moment. Lift the chest. So just a slight lift in the chest. I want you to lift the hands and just make sure you don't drop in the chest. So that upward facing lift is coming from the strength in the lower back. From here, holding, breathing, reach the arms out in front of you. Stretch them up and away. Lift the feet. Lift the arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands make a pillow. Rest the feet. Rest the forehead. Shake the hips. And then reach the arms out in front of you. So I don't think you can see my hands, but my little finger is pushing down into the floor. My palms are facing one another. Rest your forehead down to the ground. Point both toes back and then lift the arms, lift the chest, lift the feet. Lift the left leg and the right arm a little higher. And then lift the left arm and the right leg. So opposite, opposite. So we're keeping all 4 limbs off the floor, but we're just swapping the extension. So lift the left leg, the right arm, and then other side. Switch, switch. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands make a pillow. Legs rest. Forehead rests. Lower body relaxes. And then stretch your feet out wider on the mat so they're at a wider shape. Now bend the knees, bring the heels to touch. Hands underneath the shoulders. Kick your heels to the sky. Feel the pubic bone push down. Feel the thighs lift. And then lift the chest and lift the hands. So that was skydiving out of a plane. Keep kicking those heels up and squeezing the heel together. So we find strength in the posterior chain. Reach higher, lift higher. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Stretch back into a child's pose. Open through the lower back, through the shoulders, upper back, through the chest, and breathe. Inhale, exhale, in and out. Breath in and out. Pushing into the hands, rising back to all fours, and then keep your right knee, on the ground. Keep your right hand on the ground. Take your left leg back and reach your left arm up. So side plank variation, right hand down, right knee down. Take that top left hand, reach underneath the rib cage, bring your left shoulder in line with the right shoulder. So there's a good twist through the waist, and then unravel, reach up to the sky. 2 more like this. Reach, thread through, twist through the waist, unravel, and reach. Come down, twist, see how far you can reach that left arm over to the right, and then unravel, come back up. Now option to take 2 more there. Second option, extend your bottom leg, so you're in a plank. Bring the left hand down, twist, it's a little bit stronger, just because we've lost the right knee contact, and then unravel and reach. Last one, come through and twist, hold, 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 and reach. Everyone rest the right knee. Take your left arm overhead, big opening stretch through the side of the waist. And then we'll come other side. So left hand down, left knee down, right leg back, right arm up. 3 rounds of option 1. So right hand comes underneath. We let that right shoulder fall in line with the left, and we stretch those right fingertips to the left side. Pull the waist in, unravel, reach back up. Exhale, thread through and twist. Really stretch, 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 and unravel. And come through. Twist, twist, twist. Come back up. Your option is to do 2 more, or extend that bottom leg and go for another 2. Bring that right arm under, really twist, really stretch, and reach up. Take it back through, really reach, and back up. Everyone, rest your left knee, reach your right arm overhead, big opening side stretch. And then bring that right hand down. Rest both knees. Just take a few rounds of cat-cow. Look forwards, inhale. Exhale, round through the spine. Look forwards, inhale. Exhale, round through the spine. Final one. Look forwards, inhale. Exhale, round. And then neutral spine. Knees stay down. You don't need to lift the knees. Pull the waist in. We're going to come down into a half push-up. So our chest comes forward. The elbows only come to 90 degrees. And then we push the floor away. 4 more. Lower down, belly in. Push the floor away. Try and keep the crown of the head stretching forwards. And back. Belly in. And up. Last one. And up. Stretch back. And then walk your hands up. Reach both arms to the sky. Left elbow bends. Right hand. Left elbow stretch the left tricep. Other side. Stretch the right tricep. And then come down. Lie onto your right side. Well, actually, you can go whichever side you like first, because we're just going to switch between both sides. So if it makes it easy if you go on your left, then you can do that. Reach the top arm, so your bottom arm, bicep should provide a pillow. My knees are bent at 90 degrees, shoulders, hips, ankles are in one line. Top hand is going to come on the top hip and try and just slightly push that hip away. So a tendency is for the side waist there to shorten, to lengthen that hip away. As you do that, take your fingers, just find a little gap there underneath your bottom waist and see if you can keep that gap. Try not to let that side waist collapse. Top hand, top hip. Kick your top leg. Oh no, I'm too near my oversized bed frame. Kick that left leg away. Hand on the hip. Reach up and down. Now your leg shouldn't come all the way up. If it does, you've got crazy hip mobility, but it doesn't actually need to be a big movement. It's just a couple of feet, maybe only a foot. Trying to find that contraction on the outside of the hip. Pulling the toes back. I just want you to check in. Are we lifting on that side or are we collapsing? Go for 5. Lower. 4. Lower. 3. Lower. 2. Lower. 1. Lower. Now bring your top leg so that the thigh runs in line with your bottom thigh, but the leg is still hovering in space. Reach up, lower down, reach up, lower down, check in, under here, 7, lower, 6, lower, 5, lower, 4, now you should feel it, 3, 2, 1. Bend that top knee, ankles together, hips open and close. Open and close. Check underneath that right side waist. I'm a bit conscious of squashing my microphone on that right ear. So keep that movement small, contraction in the outside of the hip, and also try not to let that top hip wobble too far back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to hold it there. Kick your right leg away. Small circles, about the size of a watermelon. 2, 3, 4, 5. Change direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that top knee all the way up over your bottom knee. Bottom hand, hold on to that thigh. Open the chest back. So it should be a pretty nice stretch all the way through that top hip. I used to hate these side lying exercises, but they are really good for building support around your hip. So persevere. Be worth it. And come back. Right, sit up. And then whichever leg was on the bottom, just stretch that leg out. So your bottom leg is going to reach out. Your top leg comes over. You wrap your arm around the opposite knee and twist over and look to your back shoulder. You'll know if you're on the right side because you'll feel like crying into your hip. Should be really tight. Or maybe it's just because I've run, but I think it'll be tight. Okay, come back. Switch. I'm going to lie on the other side. So you're resting your bottom arm out away. Just make sure, and if you're unsure of the alignment, lie on the back edge of your mat. So your hips, your shoulders, and your ankles are all on the back of the mat. The knees bent a little in front. Top hip pushes away so that we have this little bit of space here underneath your left side waist. Right leg kicks out, right hand to the hip, or left, sorry, whichever is your top. Lower, lengthen, lift, and lengthen. Now, if you have ankle weights at home, and for some weird reason you'd want to make this any harder in the future, you can always add ankle weights. Or if you just wanted to do 5 or 10 minutes work, then you could just do this with some ankle weights. Just keep reminding yourself about this little gap. So it's as much an exercise of control through the waist as it is through that top hip. 3, 2, 1. Bring that top leg forward so it's in line with your bottom thigh. Reach up, lower down. Reach up, lower down. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, bottom waist, 2, 1. Bend your knees, ankles together, open, close, open, close. Check that bottom waist. 7, 6, should feel it on the outside. 4, 3, 2, 1. Final kick. Ouch. Circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in front. Bottom arm stretches out. Top arm comes back. Feel like it's going to snap. So tight. Open. Big stretch through that top hip. And then we're going to come up. So whichever leg was on the bottom, you're going to stretch that leg out. For me, it's my right foot coming over. Depends which way you went. Wrap your arm around. Pull in, smile, and twist. Okay. Give both legs a little bit of a shake. And then I'm just going to twist. So I face back to the top of my mat. So now my legs are in one straight line, pointing my toes. I don't know if you can see, pointing the toes away, trying to squeeze my legs together. I'm going to roll up and down the spine with the legs squeezing together. If you can't come all the way down, just go to where you can come back up. So if it's only halfway down, just go halfway and reach forwards again. So squeezing the legs together. We just don't want to drop for the sake of trying to get all the way down. So reach the arms, curl back through the spine, pull the belly in, roll down through the back, all the way if you can with the arms coming overhead, or just finding your limit and curling back up. And try and make a mental note of what your limit is. And then the next time, maybe you go a bit further. So if you're coming all the way down, roll to the floor, reach the arms overhead, stretch out through the front of the body, and then round back up. Reach the hands to the toes, belly in. So as you reach forwards, trying to pull back through the center of the body. And roll down. Roll, 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 roll. Reach up and over. This will be our final one, coming up and then back down. So reach up, belly in, legs strong, curl and stretch. And then let this be your last one. Roll down, stretch the shoulders, squeeze the inner thighs, connect through the inner thighs, all the way back, arms overhead, interlace the hands, stretch them away. So even if you weren't coming all the way down, find the floor, stretch the arms out, and then hug the knees into the chest. Take happy baby once more. So knees out, feet kick up, hold the feet, move that around in the hips. If it feels good, straighten the legs, pull the shoulders down into the back. Just rock and shift. Feet together. Knees out to the side. Inner thighs, hips opening. If you like, just lift the tailbone. Become more comfortable through the lower back. We'll rest the right hand on the belly. Left hand on the chest. And just take some big breaths. Breathing into that space beneath the hands. Noticing how the body softens in response to the exhale breath. Noticing how the control of the breath calms the rate of the breath. Physically calming, mentally clearing. Letting go of any resistance, any strain. Reaching the hands to the outside of your thighs, bringing the knees in together. Roll over onto whichever side you like, we're only using it for one moment. The top hand will push down into the floor, bring yourself up, keep the eyes closed if you can. Cross the legs in your seat, palms face up, shoulders pull back, crown of the head extends. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Rest the hands into prayer heart center. Bow the chin into the chest and thank yourself for giving up a bit of time first thing on your Monday morning to practice. Namaste. Thank you very much.